is one of the directions that we should innovate in.
The Exploring Energy Show begins now.
A very, very good Tuesday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Shawn Wilson. It's the Exploring Energy Radio Show. Thanks again for making me a part of your day. Okay, here's what's on the menu at Grandma's House, 1510 West Ninth Street. You can call in your order, 225-5821. It is the Meals on Wheels headquarters. Grandma's House, pushing out that great food. Today, tuna salad, chips, carrot. Okay, no, that was yesterday. All right, let's go with this one. How about lasagna, corn, salad, breadsticks, and cherry cheesecake? That's what's on the menu on this 14th day of July. That's lasagna, corn, salad, breadstick, and cherry cheesecake. And go ahead and stop by anytime from 11 to 1, Monday through Friday. Or again, call in your order, 225-5821. Or if you want to find out how you can help financially, you can do that there as well. The Carnegie Caravan still bringing free books right to you in the Elk City area. Just call them up, 225-0132. And if you're having trouble reading regular print, ask them about a free program that can help. That number again for free books delivered to you in the Carnegie Caravan by the Friends of the Carnegie Library, 225-0136. PlayItLive.net. Fall ball is on its way. Elk City Youth Baseball softball season. They're starting soon. Don't miss a single moment. Catch every game with Play It Live. PlayItLive.net. So you're ready for the opening pitch. No-cost meals today. Today is Tuesday. Today is happening from noon to 2 p.m. every Tuesday between now and August 4th from noon to 2 at the One Church location, downtown Elk City. That's a food distribution for kids ages 1 to 18, a free food distribution, no-cost meals for kids ages 1 through 18. Now, either a parent, guardian has to be with the child during the pickup. So, again, stop by from noon to 2. Take advantage of those no-cost meals for kids from 1 to 18. American Country Countdown twice. It's twice as good. You can listen now Fridays at 6 p.m. and still airing Sundays at 12 p.m. It's Ryan Fox, Western Oklahoma's own, on the American Country Countdown. Listen on KECO 96.5 or stream online on KECOFM.com. This Friday night, July 17th, it's the Wild Plum Jam. Now, tomorrow, pay attention to the show. I'm going to go back in time with the American Oil and Gas Historical Society. I'm going to ask a question and give away a couple wristbands, a couple free tickets to the big shindig this coming Friday night. It's the Wild Plum Jam Music Fest. Friday night, July 17th, Sayers City Park, just a few days away. During the Dust Bowl days, Pat Green, Tyler Wilhelm, Casey Donahue, Presley Hale. You can get your tickets, KECOFM.com, or you can listen to borrow at this show. You might get yourself lucky and get a couple of wristbands to attend the 5th annual Wild Plum Jam. And the Kids Fishing Derby this Saturday. We're already in progress of getting everything ready for this. It's going to be a big one, folks, probably the biggest ever. Celebrate 250 years of American freedom by dropping a line and wetting a hook. Kids 15 and under will have an opportunity to catch one of the 36 tagged fish. Each of those fish is worth $100 cash each. I mean, a Benjamin handed right to you after you bring that fish up and check it in, and those numbers match up. Thanks to all of our great sponsors. There'll be free worms by Totally Outdoors provided. You can bring your own bait if you wish, your own lures if you wish. The game wardens will be there. They've got some poles to loan out. We're going to be giving away over 40 rods and reels. You could possibly win one of 5 lifetime Oklahoma fishing licenses. And here's the big grand prize, a guided fishing trip for 4 to Lake Texoma, plus a $200 fuel card to get you there and back. Teddy's Glass and Window Tent, our corporate sponsor. They're also going to have a family day from noon to 2 at the park. You can enjoy the carousel and putt-putt golf absolutely free. No registration required. Just show up. First 100 kids get a T-shirt. It's Teddy's Glass and Windows Tent, the KECO Cool Kids Fishing Derby. It's coming this Saturday. 8 a.m. to noon is the fishing contest, and then from noon to 2 is the Family Fun Day. Mark your calendars now. Bring your kids. A lot of kids have never had a chance to fish in their life. This gives them that opportunity. Picking in the Park. Yes, it is. Picking in the Park. It's Thursday, July the 30th. Ackley Park. Bring your lawn chairs. Bring your cooler. It's an outdoor event. There's going to be a lemonade truck there. Snow cones on site. It's fun for the whole family. It's Picking in the Park. We're going to be featuring Brian White, JC from the Backroads, Cody Brewer, and Dean Jackson. That's right. Music starts at 8 p.m., and that is absolutely free Thursday, July 30th. The Tri-State Oil and Gas Convention. I'm waiting to hear from Leland Searcy, who my special guest is going to be Thursday. You can connect, learn, and lead. That's the mantra this year at the Tri-State Oil and Gas Convention. They give away some great scholarships. The Bobby Joe Cudd Legacy Awards are going to be given away. Also, everyone is invited to the general public to hear Tom Ward speak at lunch and get a free eating meeting. It's free. 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's the conference at the Woodward Conference Center. That is August the 6th, Thursday, August 6th. If you're wanting to get a booth space, they still have a couple available. They're $400 each. Contact Leland Searcy, 273-0550, 273-0550, or online at tsogc.com. Okay. So many things going on right now in the oil and gas realm. First of all, these prices, they're up once again. West Texas Intermediate up $2.71 a barrel, now north of $80 at $80.85. Brent crude oil on the ICE Futures Exchange up $3.91 to $87.21. Pay attention to the diversity between those two, the disparity between those two prices. $7 now separates West Texas Intermediate from Brent crude oil. Tocom crude oil in Japan is up 3,990 yen per kiloliter. The New York Mercantile Exchange has natural gas down 3 cents, trading at $2.87 per million BTU. Here's some other big jumps. Yes, some big jumps. RBOB gasoline up $9.39 to $3.2602. Heating oil on the New York Mercantile Exchange is up $16.05 to $3.9841. And gas oil up $75 to $1,157.25 per metric ton. So, yeah, the more U.S. tax lead to a 9% jump in oil as American warplanes pounded more Iranian targets in response to Iran's attack on ships in the Straits of Hormuz and on U.S. allies in the Middle East. Crude oil prices shot up more than 9% yesterday as Brent crude oil bounced back into the high 80s now. The increase snapped a 2-day losing streak for West Texas Intermediate and followed the U.S.'s fourth strike in a week against Iran on Sunday. Iran declared the strait closed until further notice, while President Trump ordered a renewal of the U.S. naval blockade. He said the U.S. would charge a fee for safe escort for cargo ships. Iran retaliated against U.S. allies with a reported strike on a Kuwaiti offshore drilling platform, the first direct hit on energy infrastructure in weeks. Now, I'm going to pause here for a moment. And you heard me say that the U.S. said they're going to charge a fee for safe escort for cargo ships. Okay. You know, and then Iran's like, hey, we're going to charge a toll to get through the Straits of Hormuz. Here's the difference. President Trump saying, listen, we will protect your ships with our military might, our military men, our tax dollars paying for those military men and military equipment, and we'll get you safely through the Straits of Hormuz. I like it. I don't think it's a toll. I think what it is it's listen, we'll get you through, but it's going to cost you. You know, it's because Iran's being hiney wipes. Oh, I hadn't heard that in a day or two. But I'm just saying, that's the difference. Yeah, I had somebody, I was not debating, but I was visiting with someone about that. And they're like, well, yeah, no, the United States wants to charge a toll. No, the United States is not charging a toll. It's like a taxi. To get from point A to point B, you pay a fee, and that taxi driver gets you to where you need to go. Same thing here. If you need to get out of the Straits of Hormuz, the United States will put you in the taxi you right through, get you out into the open ocean and on your way. So it's a totally different situation. I just wanted to point that out. We're a quarter after the hour. I'm going to take a quick break. Got some interesting stories. We're going to be talking about that and more as we continue with the Exploring Energy Radio Show right after this.
This is the Exploring Energy Show.
I mean, because when they're in a bind, they're in a bind. You want that company to think of you first. Oh, we need this. Well, call Brock. You call me. We'll get it taken care of. When they call you, they want you to answer the phone. And whether it's Sunday, Saturday, or Monday, they also want customer service. Do what you say you're going to do. You needed a hose like yesterday. We will stop what we're doing. And if we got to go to our Oklahoma City shop and get it, we'll do that. And I've done that for a lot of my customers. If they call me, they're expecting me to get whatever task done. To a farmer, a tractor, combine, gets them up and running. He's back in the field, makes some money. Guy in the oil field, their piece of equipment's running again. That makes some money. Solves that problem. I'm Brock Kalk, and my company is American Hose and Supply. Come by and see us at 2111 South Main, Elk City, Oklahoma, in Camrock Building next to Fred's.
Or call 303-1123. 303-1123.
Why wouldn't you?
Need fast, reliable pumping services? Call the pros at 3B Pumping Services in Elk City. They specialize in dependable pumping for all kinds of industries, keeping your operation running smoothly and on time. With years of experience and a commitment to getting the job done right, you can count on 3B to deliver. Visit them at 3200 West 20th Street in Elk City or call 580-225-4114. That's 3B Pumping Services. Efficiency you can trust, service you can rely on.
Are you afraid that if you step away from your phone, you'll miss something? And when you do finally put the phone down, are you focused only on making money to buy that new thing or take that trip or go shopping? The simpler our lives are, the happier we'll be. The less we focus on things and the more we focus on people, the better our lives become. Simplify your life. Less noise from your phone, less time chasing money, more quiet time with your family. You'll be glad you did. Brought to you by Canyon Oilfield Services, where the key word is service.
People call it hay wrap, but the technical term is net wrap. Our net wrap is like the strongest in the industry. It has a 12-month UV stabilizer so it don't break down, and it holds your bells together longer and makes it more worth your money. The cheaper stuff only lasts, I feel, if you wrap it, probably a couple months, and it's going to start breaking down when you try to move your bells. This one lasts a good over a year. Holds it tight. They want to keep their hay good, so it's good for their cows and horses not getting moldy and breaking apart when they're trying to move it and lose half of it down the road. There's like handles that's made on the roll because they're long and they're pretty heavy, but this makes it where you can pick it up and put it in there. It's not so bulky and you have to manhandle it so bad. It's the green and yellow brand colors, and everybody likes that color just because it holds up better and is stronger, and I've had a lot of good feedback from it. People can come get this hay wrap at Camrock Supply. 2111 South Main in Elk City. We're right south of Fred's.
Catch me, Paragon News Director Jared Atha, with the latest local news at 5 p.m. every Monday through Friday. Presented by Mickey Lively, your Farm Bureau agent in Greer County.
This is the Exploring Energy Show.
Lipscomb Dealerships, one of our great sponsors helping make this show possible. Had the Fellers, part owners of Lipscomb, on the show not too long ago, and then had Keaton Fellers last week. So Lipscomb Dealerships, they're people you know, they're people that you work with, go to church with, go to games with. I mean, these are the people that are going to take care of you because they're going to see you again. Unlike in the city where they may never see you again in your life, or you may never see them again. Lipscomb works that to perfection. Hometown. That's what it's about. Hometown people, taking care of hometown people. Lipscomb Dealerships, family-owned since 1979. They understand what's going on. They've got experienced F&I team ready to secure a loan with terms that satisfy your budget. Get you an affordable monthly payment. That's what everybody's looking at. You can find them on Facebook. Good people, great deals available now. They've got those hail sales still going on at Lipscomb Chevrolet GMC, Lipscomb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram here in Elk City. And you got a great selection of Ford vehicles over at Lipscomb Ford in Sayre. So 3 dealerships strong right here. Plus they can tap into those dealerships down in Wichita Falls, Texas too. So they are ready to take care of you, no matter what kind of vehicle you want. GMC Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Both of those locations here in Elk City. And the Ford House, Lipscomb Ford in Sayre. Again, find them online, lipscombdealerships.com, or check them out on the Book of Faces. One Source Control Products open in Weatherford. That's their third location. They opened in Elk City, and then they were opened in Canadian, Texas. Now they're open in Weatherford. They sell consumables such as soap and salt sticks. They also carry a wide range of items: pipe, valves, and fittings, controls, regulators, hydraulic hoses and fittings, lubricants, gloves, tapes, batteries, filters, just to name a few. Now they have welding supplies, plus iron and metal on site, angle iron, square tubing, channel iron, expanded metal, those kind of things. They also have a pump repair shop that can handle any of your pump repairs from methanol to glycol. The repair technicians work on all Chemray, Tex-Team, and Western pumps. Locations in Elk City, Canadian, Texas, and now in Weatherford. Online, One Source OK, the numeral onesourceok.com. When your operation runs on equipment, you got to keep it maintained. It'll pay me now or pay me later. Keep your vehicle engines, or any engine that you work, a piece of equipment, whatever it is, at your pump house. Get just about everything you need for your engines at Camrock. Buy in bulk at Camrock Supply. Save time and save money. Next to Fred's Steakhouse in Elk City. Everything that you could need to keep your engine running smoothly, correctly, get it at Camrock Supply. 3 local guys with local ties doing business with their community online, camrocksupply.com, camrocksupply.com. Okay, so gas-fired electricity is becoming more expensive thanks to, well, data centers. The cost of generating electricity from natural gas-fired power plants in the United States has climbed to its highest level in the last 17 years, according to new research published by Lazard Incorporated. The firm is considered an historic financial advisory and assessment management firm with operations in North and South America, Europe, the Middle East, Asia, and Australia. The investment bank's latest analysis shows the levelized cost of energy, the LCOD, levelized cost of energy, for combined cycle gas plants increased to $90 per megawatt hour in 2026. That's up from $78 per megawatt hour just 1 year earlier. The figure exceeds the previous high of $83 per megawatt hour recorded in 2009, represents the highest reading in Lazard's data series, reported Yahoo News. George Bilikic, the global head of power, energy, and infrastructure at Lazard, said costs are likely to continue rising as additional computing capacity, comes online to support AI applications. Williams Companies reports across the U.S. natural gas is the single largest energy source for electricity, providing roughly 43% of the nation's grid power. 43%. That's what natural gas represents in the energy, providing energy, electricity. Lazard attributes much of the increase to surging electricity demand from artificial intelligence infrastructure and the rapid expansion of data centers across the United States. Some of the key findings were renewables remain at the lowest cost new build generation. All generation faces increasing cost pressure. Despite the rising and inflationary cost pressures across all generation technologies, renewables remain the most cost-competitive form of new build generation on an unsubsidized basis and will account for the majority of near-term capacity additions in the U.S. Continuous upward revisions to demand projections have driven a sharp increase in announced new build gas generation despite a 15-year high, which is expected to continue to rise in historically long development and equipment delivery timeline. Well, the unprecedented demand reinforces need for diverse generation and, thoughtful acceleration of permitting approval processes. Rising power demand and intensifying reliability considerations, as evidenced by the increasingly broad application of sophisticated capacity accreditations, methodologies across the generation stack, including the fossil resources, are compounding the pressures already confronting the industry. From pipeline capacity constraints to rising and inflationary cost pressures, meeting this demand requires substantial new infrastructure, yet development timelines remain protracted, and these challenges are further exacerbated by permitting delays, all of which increase costs and reduce reliability. Facilitating investment in grid infrastructure while safeguarding the interest of affected stakeholders is therefore critical. In the contrast, the LCOE reinforces, now if you remember, the LCOD, okay? You guys remember what that is, right? Mm-hmm. Anyway, it is got to have the infrastructure. That's basically what this whole story is talking about. Now, they're talking about the renewables, but here's the deal with renewables and data centers. These data centers do not want intermittent power. They can't go on intermittent power. They've got to continue to have energy constantly, constant power. They can't have intermittent power. Like, oh, the wind's not blowing. Oh, we're not getting anything from a wind farm. The sun's not shining. We're not getting anything from our solar panels. So the LCOE, levelized cost of energy for combined cycle gas plants, increased. Well, why is it increasing? Well, for one, there's more demand. The other is the infrastructure. Now, this story doesn't go on to say that the current administration, the Department of Energy, they're working hard to try to streamline some of these processes where it doesn't take 15 years and numerous court battles and filings and refilings and studies and restudies to get something done. Okay. Nobody in this administration or nobody in the energy industry wants to kill the planet, wants to kill the people on the planet. No matter what lamestream media tells you, that is not the mantra of our current administration or of our oil and gas industry. But they're going to try to make you think that. Like, oh, they're just after the almighty dollar. Okay, well, here, let me put it to you this way. If it's about the almighty dollar and you kill the planet and you kill all the people, what good is that dollar going to do you? I'm just saying. These people, they come up with these scared tactics. You know, and like I said, whenever I was researching, I came across this story. I knew I was going to pause here and talk about this, what the current administration is trying to do to keep from having this lengthy review process and this lengthy, harder and harder to get permits to build a new pipeline, harder and harder to get easements to build new electrical infrastructure. This administration under Trump understands that the only way that we can be an energy independent and an energy force in the world is to have the infrastructure. Right now, there's countries that have some opportunity, but they don't have any way to, they don't have the know-how, first of all, to extract the fossil fuels. They don't have the people or the equipment, and they don't have the infrastructure once they get it to the top. That's why these oil and gas giants aren't running and starting to produce and do production and exploration in these kind of countries. Once they get it to the top, what are they going to do with it? Well, they can find it. They can get it. But they have nowhere to go with it. So basically, that's kind of why this electricity is starting to go up. Now, the other thing that didn't point out here was this report was how it affects the cost of energy or producing energy for a data center. So the data center costs have gone up. It's not saying that every single American that is on natural gas or relies on natural gas for energy, generation is having to pay so much more for it. This is about what the data centers are going to have to pay because, like the state of Oklahoma, hey, bring your data center in, but you're going to have to provide your own electricity. How are you going to do it? You going to do it with renewables? Probably not, because they can't go on intermittent power. Now, I'm telling you, here in the next few weeks and months, you're going to hear more and more people talk about battery storage. That's the answer. When the wind's blowing, we're going to get all this electricity and we're going to stick it in these batteries. And when the sun's shining, we're going to get all that solar energy. We're going to stick it in these batteries. And then whenever the sun doesn't shine or the wind doesn't blow, we're going to start getting that energy from those batteries. Well, batteries are making a turn, but how many of these battery factories and how many of these battery-powered vehicles were on fire? Well, they can't get it to where it's safe. Oh, in theory, it's all good, but man, yeah. And then try to put out one of those battery fires. Hello, tough deal. Anyhow, just thought it was interesting that, that these data centers are having to pay more per kilowatt hour, substantially more. $12 per megawatt hour from last year to this year. But again, these companies are going to have to pay their own way in most cases. That being said, we're at the bottom of the hour. I'm going to take a quick break and come back with more of the Tuesday edition of the Exploring Energy Radio Show right after this.
Stay informed with the latest news from the energy industry on the Exploring Energy Show.
Briley Baca is an investment advisor representative of and advisory services offered through Royal Fund Management, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
One of my earliest memories was waking up to a box of donuts on the kitchen table. By the time I woke up, Dad had already been at work for hours. He'd come home just long enough to leave breakfast for me, take me to school, and then head right back to the office. Back then, I thought it was all about the donuts. Looking back, I realized it never really was. Dad wasn't just building a business, he was building a reputation. One handshake, one family, one relationship at a time. If you're looking for experienced retirement guidance from a family that spent more than 3 decades earning the trust of people we serve, we'd love the opportunity to earn yours. I'm Briley Baca with Advanced Financial Strategies. Now the donuts are long gone, but the work ethic that put them on the table is still the foundation of everything that we do. Call us today, 323-6800, or visit our website, retirewithbaca.com.
A generator is something that is out of sight and out of mind until you actually need it. Do you own a generator? Is it serviced and ready to provide backup power when you need it? A well-maintained generator gives you peace of mind during a power outage. Whether it's home or commercial, all generators need to be serviced regularly. Culver Electric provides reliable generator service all over western Oklahoma. Call today and discuss a service plan to fit your needs. 580-243-5846. See us on Facebook or go to culverelectric.net.
Today, the people of Oklahoma oil and natural gas are still at it, producing reliable, affordable energy while restoring the land around the wells that powered our past. Thanks to them, the technology driving exploration and production is second to none. One rig does the work of dozens. Learn more about the people of Oklahoma oil and natural gas. See what they do for this state and why they do it at OERB.com.
This is Will Bowie with Champion X Artificial Lift. For over 40 years, we have been the industry leader in artificial lift technology. With constantly changing well conditions, we are certain to have a solution for your artificial lift problems. We also offer automation services to help optimize your wells for maximum performance. Please contact me if you would like more information about our services. Remember, Champion X is improving lives.
If your computer won't go, call an ITL Pro. Innovative technology, 243-1559. Online at itlpros.com.
Stay informed with the latest news from the energy industry on the Exploring Energy Show.
And I'm back. Sustaining Oklahoma's energy resources. Part of the OERB, the Oklahoma Energy Resources Board. For a complete list or to register for SOAR's upcoming educational opportunities, check out that Petrotech program. It's a little longer course, but it's available, just chock full with great information. And the OK Oil Expo coming up October 15th, the Bennett Event Center in the OKC Fairgrounds. If you'd like to exhibit, now's the time to get a hold of them. Go to okoilexpo.com, okoilexpo.com. You can also attend free with pre-registration. For a complete list, again, oerb.com for their educational opportunities, www.oerb. And the OK Oil Expo, thousands in attendance. Largest and longest running oil and gas expo in the state of Oklahoma. That's at the Bennett Event Center, October the 15th. Go online, okoilexpo.com. And Bart Shields, E.J. Gredeman, Jeremy Bridgman, all the good folks out at ASCO, they want to be a partner in your project. Not only are those individual guys partners, everybody that works there is your partner. You have a whole team behind you. How about that? 513 West 20th Street. If you're looking for heavy equipment for sale or rent, maybe you're wanting to trade in yours for a newer used or a brand new piece of equipment, they'll do that too. Their new and pre-owned construction equipment fits your needs and your budget. Hasco is a leading provider for the Oklahoma construction, ag, and energy sectors. The big stuff like tractors, backhoes, wheel loaders, cranes, dozers, excavators, forklifts, compactors, pavers, skid steers, and more. They represent like Case Construction, Case IH, Caterpillar Lift Truck Line, Crown, Bobcat, Genie, Hitachi, Volvo, Mitsubishi, all the big names. They're a family-owned company, and they understand it all comes down to every person that works for them. ASCO Service Department, over 200 factory-trained certified technicians, 24/7 service. They're equipped with over 140 field service trucks, the latest repair and diagnostic tools, ready to come to your equipment no matter where you bought it, when you bought it. And their parts department, over $21 million worth of parts, equipment parts in stock. They're the real deal. ASCO's offers flexible rental equipment options, daily, weekly, monthly. Set that up. Affordable rates. Talk with them. Call them at 323-3422, 323-3422, or online at ascoeq.com. Allergies. Loving them. David Allen Guest. This is your guy. A guy you can trust, a guy that knows what's going on, a guy that gets you the most out of your royalties. David has the experience to do that, help you navigate through every aspect of it and get you the most out of your royalties. And he's a guy you're going to be glad you're doing business with. He is so smart, so amiable, but not one of those guys that tries to make you feel like he's the smartest guy in the room. He does it through actions. He does it through things like getting you the most out of your royalties. And if you find yourself in a situation to sell, David is a buyer of royalties from estates, probates, trusts, and bankruptcies. He can help you walk you right through that process. It's not easy to come sell your royalties, your minerals, but sometimes it's unavoidable. Call David Allen Guest, 405-341-8698. He and his wife, Robin, await your call, 405-341-8698. David Allen Guest, certified mineral manager. Look him up on the interweb. The Fred Steakhouse, appetizers second to none. Traditional favorites like chips and salsa, cheese, curds, also well-fried pickles, quesadillas, wood chips, shrimp jammers, just to name a few. And they have fresh USDA-graded beef ribeyes, New York strips, filet mignon, sirloins. After all, they are a steakhouse. They're hand-cut daily by their very own in-house butcher, and you can enjoy the $4.99 chicken fried steak, under $5. Served daily, hand-battered country gravy and house-made mashed potatoes. Numerous side options, some of those rolls made fresh daily. 7 kinds of chicken, seafood, burgers, sandwiches, kids menu, stock full. Top off your dining experience, fresh in-house made desserts. It's all at Fred Steakhouse. They're a full-service bar, too. Fred Steakhouse can host your private event located at 2107 South Main Street in Elk City. Dine in, take out, or order online on the Chow Now app. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call 243-2100. Okay. Back to the matter at hand. Williams Company, I mentioned them just a moment ago. They're a big player. They're a big Oklahoma outfit. So Williams Company in Tulsa announced it won a more than $5 billion agreement with a Blackstone-led group for a 49% stake in 5 power projects. The projects are behind the meter power innovation efforts. Socrates, Apollo, Aquila, Socrates the Younger, and Neo. The company said it had signed an agreement led by funds managed by Blackstone Credit and Insurance in partnership with Apollo and insurance vehicles and accounts managed by the KKR to support the development of the project. The advancement of Williams' power innovation projects demonstrates the unique turnkey capability that Williams provides. With strong expertise across the full natural gas supply, delivery, and power value chain, supported by over 100 years of large-scale project execution capabilities. The quote is, "We are thrilled to have Blackstone as a partner for our first 5 power innovation projects in a manner that enhances the economics of our projects and positions us to further scale and grow this exciting business," said Chad Zamarin, Williams' President and Chief Executive Officer. He said the Blackstone investment underscores the quality and importance of the Williams Energy infrastructure platform in serving the fast-growing power demands. With more than 2.6 gigawatts announced, our power innovation portfolio is scaling rapidly, and we look forward to delivering these critical energy solutions for American companies. The investment from Blackstone and its partners enhances returns on the existing portfolio through a meaningful promote structure, while enabling us to redeploy capital into new high-return projects that will further accelerate our long-term growth. So under the terms of the agreement, Blackstone and its partners will provide Williams with $5.34 billion of committed capital in exchange for a 49% non-controlling equity interest in the 5 power innovation projects. Commitment includes the $4.4 billion, representing 49% of expected total growth capital expenditures, approximately $0.9 billion of additional consideration to Williams. Williams will retain a 51% interest controlling in the projects and will maintain commercial and operational control. Cash distributions align with ownership interests of 51% to Williams and 49% to Blackstone, and distributions that exceeded Blackstone's targeted return will serve to reduce their investment balance. But the partnership provides Williams with efficient equity capital to fund the growth of existing power innovation projects and further positions the company to deliver the 6+ gigawatt backlog that Williams continues to advance. This transaction reduces Williams' capital exposure and limits corporate debt. The Blackstone investment will be consolidated in financial reporting as a non-controlling interest. Importantly, the structure is designed to enhance project returns, preserve balance sheet capacity for additional high-return opportunities, and support Williams' stated long-term leverage target range of 3.5. So, Williams Company getting some money from Blackstone. Now, if you remember, Blackstone, just a few short years ago when Brandon was in office, basically said they weren't going to do any business with any fossil fuel related company at all. How quickly the tables turn. Of course, they probably knew then, but I think it must have been probably more for show, that they came out. But it shook up the industry. It shook up a lot of people. In fact, Texas quit doing business with Blackstone because they're like, hey, listen, if you're not going to invest in fossil fuels, and we are highly invested in fossil fuels, we're not going to invest our money with you. And Texas is big enough. I mean, Texas is big enough to make a difference. I mean, I think, like I said, so we're headed somewhere like if Texas was like their own nation, they would be bigger, richer than like 95% of other nations in the world. It's crazy when you start thinking about it. But Blackstone has finally turned around and said, you know what? The fossil fuel industry, it's here to stay. And we're going to start investing in that because of one, it's going to give you a high return on investment. The other thing this shows me when I came across this story was investment in electrical generation is going to continue to go forward because we're requiring a whole lot more electricity in the AI age, the artificial intelligence age, the cloud, the amount of data that's stored. It's mind-boggling when you think about it, just for the average everyday person like myself. But nonetheless, Williams Company, get some of that Blackstone money. We'll be back with more right after this.
The Exploring Energy Show.
At Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance, we stake our reputation on taking care of our neighbors. Oklahoma is our home, and our policyholders are more than customers. They are our community. For more than 75 years, Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance has been serving families across the state with dependable coverage and dedicated customer service. We are proud to support Oklahoma communities through FFA, 4-H, local schools, food programs, Coach for Kids, and countless volunteer efforts statewide. From auto and home to property and life, Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance offers customizable coverages backed by people who live and work right here. For dependable coverage from people who know Oklahoma, contact me, Darren Dupree, or my dad, Randy Dupree, with Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance in Beckham County. Stop by our office at 503 West 3rd in Elk City or call 580-225-3330. Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance. It's more than insurance, it's a peace of mind.
Are you looking for a new metal building that's built to last? Cyclone Metal Buildings by Culverstone brings you top-tier craftsmanship and second-to-none quality with attention to detail. From luxury custom barn dominiums to shops or barns and commercial buildings, our buildings don't just look good, they're built to last with all custom weld-up, I-beam, and C-purlin construction. From design to completion, we do it right. That's Cyclone Metal Buildings by Culverstone.
Hey folks, this is EJ Grediman with ASCO Equipment out of Elk City, Oklahoma. If you need rental equipment, I got your back. From excavators to wheel loaders, telehandlers, and forklifts, we rent the brands that you know and trust. With flexible terms, responsible service, and expert support, we're here to keep your job on track. Need equipment? We're on it here at ASCO Equipment. Visit ASCOEQ.com or stop by our Elk City branch, 513 West 20th here in Elk City, Oklahoma, or you can just give me a call, 580-243-9233. Appreciate it, folks, and y'all have a blessed day.
Bobby Joe Cudd started with one piece of equipment and one small crew in Woodward, Oklahoma back in 1977. Now, that company works across the country and around the world. It's Cudd Energy Services. When the bottom fell out of the oil field in the early 1980s, Cudd stuck it out and kept going. Ever since, when newcomers closed the doors, Cudd kept working. Cudd is still here, doing more than ever to harness the power of our natural resources. Cudd Energy Services, here to stay.
Craving a real steak? Fred's Steakhouse in Elk City is firing up flavors 7 days a week. The grill is always hot, and the steaks are always fresh. From juicy char-grilled ribeyes, fillets, and sirloins, to chicken fried steak, hearty burgers, seafood, and chicken. There's something for everyone. Don't forget the appetizers, salads, and desserts to top it off. Bring your appetite. We'll handle the rest. Dine in or order online now on the DoorDash app. It's more than just a steakhouse. It's Fred's.
Hi, this is Keaton Feller again with Lipscomb Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Elk City. We're on pace to break our record for new car sales, and what that means is that we've got every vehicle out here discounted to the max. We've got up to 15% off of trucks. Some of them are $10,000 off or more, and we're stocking trucks equipped and ready for you to feed cattle with. We've got brand new trucks rigged out with arm beds, spike beds, grill guards, bumper replacements at Lipscomb Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Fine Line wants your car, and they're going to pay you for it. Top dollar. Call Steve Jones at Fine Line, 225-9111, 225-9111. Make some money.
Stay informed with the latest news from the energy industry on the Exploring Energy Show.
Righty then. My lovely assistant has joined me in the studio.
Good morning.
All right. Before I get started with this, I'm going to go ahead and give you this. For your machinery, you got two choices. You can wait until you blow a hose and have an emergency, or get ahead of things by having one supplied ahead of time. Either way, American Hose and Supply is there ready to help. American Hose and Supply, call 303-1123 inside the Camrock building. Go to Those Who Know Hose right next to Fred's Steakhouse. It's American Hose and Supply. Either way, they are ready to help, whether you're proactive or reactive. And Champion X, you heard Will Bowie just soak and go, talking about artificial lift, artificial intelligence. Champion X is improving lives. The division of Schlumberger, ask him about their all-new Unify system. Champion X, contact Will Bowie by phone, 405-650-8521. Online, championx.com. Will continues to help solve his customers' plunger lift and automation issues. This gets them maximum return using the most environmentally safe procedures. That number again, 405-650-8521. Champion X is improving lives. Okay, I'm going to go back real quickly here. Caught myself. Automatically saw that Blackstone, was thinking about BlackRock. Okay, so now they're two completely separate financial giants with different business models. Blackstone is the world's largest alternative asset manager, focusing on private equity and real estate, while BlackRock is the world's largest traditional asset manager, focused primarily on passive index funds and ETFs. So BlackRock was the one that started we're not going to invest anymore in the fossil fuel industry. I apologize for my mistake. I am human. I am just a short, fat, uneducated feller. No, I got to thinking about that, and I thought, man, maybe that was BlackRock. So I did a little research and found out that yes. So I'm going to correct myself on that last story I made, but still, Williams Company, those guys, they know how to do it. That's why they're one of the industry leaders and why they've been in business for so long. Just proud they're a Western Oklahoma company. If your power goes out at midnight, you can call Carter Electric. They provide 24-hour emergency electrical service. Your side of the meter, you want to make sure the power stays on regardless. Carter Electric is an authorized Generac generator dealer. They can size it, they can install it, they can come back and service it. Kervin and Mary Orgain, they're the owners. They're the ones that help you see the light of day even at night. A lot of electric work goes on overhead. Carter Electric has pole trucks, man lifts to get way up high if there's a problem up there. Licensed, insured, trusted. It's Carter Electric. Call them at 225-2447, 225-2447, providing you this hour's weather forecast, the service of Carter Electric. Here's my lovely assistant, TJ. What do you got over there, sunny and hot?
Pretty much, yes. It's not going to be too bad, though. Today, we're sunny with a high near 89, east wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 67, east wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming light and variable after midnight. Wednesday, we'll have increasing clouds with a high near 89, calm and becoming southeast 5 to 9 miles per hour in the morning. Wednesday night will be partly cloudy with a low around 67, southeast wind 6 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday will be sunny with a high near 89, south wind 6 to 16 miles per hour with gusts as high as 24. Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 90. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 93. Sunday, sunny with a high near 96. And Monday, sunny and hot with a high near 99. We're going to have a few days of
there you go.
80s. It's crazy.
Does it say what direction the wind is going to be out of Saturday?
Saturday, it does not.
Okay. I'm just hoping it ain't out of the east. Come on, man. We got a fishing derby for crying out loud.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, the north wind, I'll take that. We got some of that yesterday, and it sure was nice. U.S. President Donald Trump said Monday this week that the United States is reinstating a blockade on Iran in the Straits of Hormuz and will charge ships for safe passage after another heavy exchange of fire-threatened negotiations aimed at ending the war. President Donald Trump said Friday last week that the United States and Iran had agreed to continued talks despite a recent escalation of hostilities, but he flatly declared that the ceasefire reached between the two sides last month was no longer in effect. Tehran, on Sunday, day before yesterday, claimed attacks on Bahrain, Kuwait, Jordan, Qatar, and Oman, calling them its response to renewed U.S. bombings on cities along its southern coast. The wide-scale U.S. strikes came after Iran shut the Straits of Hormuz, a critical waterway and one of the biggest flashpoints in the conflict, accusing Washington of violating a memorandum of understanding signed between the two sides last month. Well, yeah, you fired on two tankers, you knuckleheads. Sure, we're memorandum of understanding. You know, if you're not going to play by the rules, you know, hey, we can make the rules. Days of attacks and counterattacks between U.S. and Iran cut traffic in the Straits of Hormuz by more than half this past week, but the economic ripples so far at least haven't quite been as dramatic. Exclusive satellite imagery obtained and analyzed by CNN shows signs Iran may be attempting to rebuild its nuclear facilities. The activity raises questions as to whether Iran violated the memorandum of understanding it signed with the U.S. in late June, even before President Trump seemed to signal its end by launching fresh strikes on the country. Iran responded to the president's latest remarks with a threat to bomb oil wells in the region if the U.S. were to conduct more strikes. Drivers are braced for higher diesel prices after Russia triggered a global supply crunch by halting exports. The wholesale price of diesel jumped by almost 14% in the wake of the Kremlin announcement. Some here in the United States, the Trump administration touts the launch of a Freedom Fuel network as the private company opens 25 gas stations selling fuel for well below market averages in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Can't pump your own gas in New Jersey. That's still crazy in my opinion. Prince George County, in Maryland passes a 2-year moratorium on data center development. Some data center owners say they are being transparent and careful of their water use in Nebraska, as some parts of that state experience extreme drought, and lawmakers took to force companies to disclose water usage. Missouri is among states considering expanding or building new nuclear power capacity to meet rising demand from data centers, manufacturing, and electric vehicles. The company Cadiz, Inc. has been trying for years to pump groundwater in the Mojave Desert and ship it to the thirsty cities in California. Now the Trump administration has signed off on a part of its plan, converting oil and gas pipeline to transport water across the desert. And finally, Republican Montana Governor Greg Ginnefort suspends Public Service Commission's member Brad Molnar after multiple staffers accuse him of sexual harassment, discrimination, and retaliatory behavior. It's happening everywhere, baby. What do you got over there as far as energy stock prices, sis?
American Electric Power is up 43 cents to 136.06. Apache is down 26 cents to 34.41. Baker Hughes is down 1 cent to 57.65. ConocoPhillips is down 91 cents to 111.94. Devon Energy is down 13 cents to 43.59. EOG Resources is down 57 cents to 139.02. Expand Energy is up 18 cents to 87.25. General Electric is up $1.89 to 355.31. Halliburton is up 31 cents to 35.53. Helmerich & Payne is down 5.5 cents to 33.91. Liberty Energy is up 26 cents to 25.49. Occidental Petroleum is up 6 cents to 54.87. OG&E Energy is up $1.03 to 50.01. One Oak is down 22 cents to 91.99. Phillips 66 is up $2.26 to $200.55. Sandridge Energy is up 8 cents to 13.78. Schlumberger is up 21 cents to 47.58. And Williams Companies is up $1.63 to 76.07.
Woo! You did it. You did it. And your shirt matches your
it does.
Sock. Yeah,
went all pink today.
Bright pink, no doubt about it. The big fishing derby this Saturday.
Yes.
The Wild Plum Jam Friday night. So many things. In fact, I'm going to give away a couple of wristbands to the Wild Plum Jam tomorrow. Remember Win Wednesday.
Awesome.
So be sure and tune in tomorrow for that opportunity. Doesn't take long, does it, sister?
It does not.
Yeah, time is flying. We're halfway through the 7th month of this year.
Yeah, crazy.
Like I said, Y2K was yesterday. Gravy. Hope you enjoyed today's show. Be back tomorrow with me. Remember When Wednesday, we're going to be back in time. We're also going to be giving away a couple of wristbands to go to the Wild Plum Jam. Looking forward to the big kids fishing derby this weekend. I'll tell you, Teddy's Glass and Window Tint is really stepping up the game, and I love it.
Yes, they have.
We are excited about it. There'll be free food for the kids and their parents. Come on out. Enjoy the fun. 8 to noon, and then from noon to 2, Family Fun Day. Thanks to all of our great sponsors. My lovely assistant, I'm Shawn Wilson. Thanks so much for joining us. I promise we'll talk again. Have yourself a great day.
We're like the drill in your toolbox, helping you get the job done. 96.5 KECO, Elk City.
Fox News, I'm Gianna Gelosi. President Trump ordered